welcome. I'm Master Lama Rasaji, and this is our Thursday edition of Rasaji Speaks. So glad that you're with us today. Hope you've had a wonderful week. You can see this background as a reminder that today is Prosperity Thursday, where we have our 1 o'clock um, webinar with Sister Nan hosting. And today we're going to have some Tai Chi Gong instructors on. You're going to find it very interesting. We're going to have Brother Matt from Texas, Brother Brian from Atlanta, Patricia from Grand Rapids, and Sister Penny from Utah. And you're going to hear what they're doing in their teacher's practice, which is amazing. All four of them are having success. Then Andy Lloyd, our webmaster, he's going to drop in and he's got some new things to share with you, but he's going to answer also some questions of how he's taking people and teaching them how to advertise on the internet. I think you'll find that really, really cool. So he'll come in, chime in toward the last 30 minutes or so. And so don't forget, 1 o'clock Eastern time today with Sister Nan, right? All right, so what is today's subject matter? We've been focusing this week on a day in life of at the Lamasery in Tibet, what it was like. So let's go to Thursday, and this is how the Lamasery sees money, sees and uses money. In other words, what is their mental observation of money? And how do they use it? So that's a very interesting concept. Well, because they have always seen money or an exchange of goods and services as another form of chi, another form of energy. Energy, as you know, is the currency of life, and it flows out. So, like a lot of people, they have dealt in silver and gold and precious jewels over the eons of time. Let me give you a history about them that will absolutely blow your mind. So, you know the story about the Magi, right? Picture's worth 1,000 words. So, we know the story about the Magi. Well, the Magi were Tai Chi Gong adepts and masters, two adepts on their way to mastership. And the leader, Mel Chi Or, has the word chi in it, like the circle of chi, or Mel Chi's die, right? There's a giveaway right there. Melchior was a master on his way to lamaship. And think about this, their trip had to be financed. Well, it was said they brought Jesus gold, frankincense, and myrrh, but it wasn't told also he was brought sage for purification. Lamaji always had sage around, and you'd be surprised how I use it, but it's great for purification. Those were 3 or 4 commodities that were very expensive, and they were traded interchangeable this time, just like we would change fiat dollars for crypto. Example, where we're heading and where we were at, that there were early stages. They were bartering a lot of things. You know, they would do this for that favor, and that would be recognized as payment. A lot of times, just their guidance, they would receive food, coins, jewels, whatever, right? A master lama today is, in US dollars, is easily worth $500 to $1,000 an hour for their services. That's right. $500 to $1,000 an hour for their service, which is like the highest priced attorney that you're out there. 9 times out of 10, you will get as good or a lot better advice from a master lama than probably you would be for a good attorney, especially if that attorney is politically motivated, right? There's some good attorneys out there. I actually know a few. I had an attorney as a student for almost 2 decades. He was a jewel of an attorney. But you understand where I'm coming from. So back then, well, they still today use some of those same commodities. So as we move forward, we want to pay attention to the foundation of money and the exchange of goods and services. They see money as frequency, as energy, as the different elements of earth, air, water, and fire. And for all of these, they are traded and they are compensated. They really believe in God's, what I call God's currency. What is God's currency? Well, God's currency are the things that were made in heaven or made on earth or a combination thereof. I mean, there are stones and metals here today that scientists have discovered says they're not even originally from Earth. Well, if they're not from Earth, how the heck did they get here? We know there are 13 strands of human DNA. That might be a clue. How did those other strands of DNA get here? See, today, it's not like reading a religious text that would want you to believe or perceive that the human race as we know it today is only 7 to 12,000 years old. Now, cutting edge science and archaeologists say their human DNA, and it has been around at least almost 500,000 years. Now, in one way, that might sound like a long time. But when you examine the earth, it's been around for millions and millions of years, and the dinosaur were 60 something million years ago. The cockroach has been here for 100 million years. You know that? A lot of people have the issue with the cockroach. It's been around 100 million years. 500,000, that's not a lot of time, but it's a heck a lot longer than modern day religions. And it makes you think, who was God then? Nobody talked about it. Nothing was recorded. About 150,000 years ago, the story of Adam and Eve showed up. Shakti and Shiva in the East was a similar story. How God put one of his avatars here. A lot of people feel like that might have been Jesus or Shiva's first incarnation. Pretty accurate from what the Lamasery says. But it was amazing, the story. And that story is deeply rooted in all of us. But what did they do for currency? Well, if they showed up 150,000 years and human DNA was already here over 300,000 years before that, don't it make you think what was going on? It's like examining the stars in the sky. Milky Way galaxies, the different galaxies in different universe. We can't be naive to think that we're some tribal species on an isolated planet, millions of light years apart from everything else, and we're the only people they were. And if there's other people, who are their Jesuses? Who are their Babajis? Who are their Mother Marys? Annalene Scarron, Kuan Yin. Who are there, right? Makes you wonder, right? Always remember, ask, seek, and knock. And the door will be opened up to you. As we say in the Far East, Baraka Busha. May the blessings be to you and to your glorious family. Don't forget to say hello to Sister Nan. Not sure that I'll be there, but anyhow, hope everything is good and everything will be clear. So, oh, and by the way, just to clear up some things I said in the beginning of the video, we're actually going to have Brother Nate and an update from the Wellness Center. Lamaji had forgotten that Sister Penny and Matt and those guys were on last week. Happens sometimes when you broadcast ahead of time. So anyhow, they did a wonderful job, and I'm so excited about what you're going to hear. Probably be on with Brother Nate today, and we'll talk about the Wellness Center. Thanks for being with us. God bless you, and God bless your family. And tomorrow I'll see you on Shangri-La Friday for Rasaji Speaks. God bless you, and God bless your family. Take care. Bye-bye.